Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Monday Morning Movement. We're going to get started here in about a minute or two. In the meantime, grab some yoga blocks, grab some water. I'm going to grab some water and I'll be right back. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Find a nice comfortable seated position, sit up nice and tall, make sure your hips are supported. We'll begin with some breathing work. We'll start with our cyclical breathing and then we'll transition into a different exercise right after that. For cyclical breathing, we're inhaling for 6 counts, exhaling for 6 counts. We want to see how much air we can take in over those 6 counts and then how much we can compress our lungs as we're exhaling. And see if we can make that transition between exhale and inhale seamless. And then same thing for the transition from inhale to exhale. We want that to be nice. You shouldn't be able to cut the edge or see where one starts and where the other one ends. All right, let's begin. Nice big inhale together. And exhale. Inhaling on your own count for 6. Begin. And exhaling for 6. Good. We're going to transition that exercise into something else. What we're going to do now is we're going to take essentially the same amount of time doing our inhales, filling up to full capacity, and then we want to see pretty much how quickly we can exhale, forcibly exhale, by pulling that belly button back and in and up. Okay, so it's a forced contraction of the abdomen, and we're going to be exhaling through our mouth. So it's going to look like this. You're going to inhale through your nose, fill up completely, and then exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right, let's give that a shot. Now we're going to switch the pattern. So you're going to take a nice quick inhale, slow exhale. Good, and relax your diaphragm, relax your muscles, return to a more natural state. All right, let's change our sitting position into a supported squat here. So I recommend sitting on at least 2 blocks. You can sit on more, or if you have a low stool or something to sit on, or a staircase, you can sit on the stairs and then have your feet on a lower one. The idea is that we want to practice getting our ankles, our knees, our hips into this fully flexed position, and then maintain a nice upward torso. Okay, we're going to go through our mobility sequence, at least the first part, from this position. Drop the chin towards the chest. Rotate to the left. Look up. Look to the right, and then come back down. Nice. 3 rotations in this direction. Good, and switch. Good. Arms by your sides, shoulders up towards the ears. Roll the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, slide the shoulder blades down your back, and then bring them forward, up, together, down. See if you can really feel the muscles that get involved in each action. Hear the muscles along the sides of the rib cage pulling forward. The upper traps, the neck getting involved here, And then the muscles in between your shoulder blades squeezing together and driving the shoulder blades down. Good, and reverse. Good, and release, shake that out. Make nice tight fists, and then open the right hand. Open the shoulder so the palm faces forward. Arm is going to come up, bringing the bicep up by the ear, squeezing the core and pulling the ribs down at the same time. Once you get to this top position, we're going to rotate. Palm's going to move away from the body, and I'm going to reach back, continue to rotate, and back at neutral. Reach back. Allow the shoulder to unwind, bicep up by the ear, palm is now facing in towards my face, and then I bring the arm down. All right, let's do 3 or 4 rotations on this side in this squat position. If it helps to add a little bit of tension, you can also do this with a closed fist. Want to keep that arm straight, fully engaged, getting into all those little muscles that rotate and stabilize the shoulder. Good, one more. Good, switch to the other side. Again, try to prevent any rotation in the spine or torso. We want this all to come from the shoulder. And good, shake that out. Going into one more for the shoulder. Again, this is making it a little bit harder by being in this squat position. It's going to limit the movement that we have in our spine and our ability to compensate, which is good. Okay, make sure your core is engaged here. Hands behind your back, making a diamond shape. You're going to reach back, so lifting the hands off the lower back. You're going to extend the elbows. Then we're going to rotate the arms. We're going to bring the hands behind the head, reaching wide and out with the elbows to either side. Now we're going to straighten the arms, rotate, hands together, down to the back. Good, let's give that a few tries. Lift, extend, rotate, behind the back. Good, 2 more. Good, last one. And relax. Nice. Maybe do a little twist. Shake that out. Oh, good. And let's go ahead and remove the blocks. All right. Let's go ahead and come into a child's pose. We're going to do a little bit of work from this position. All right, let's start with feet together, knees wide, bring the hips onto the heels. Really kind of nestle your hips there. And then walk your arms forward, bringing your head to the mat. I'm going to take a moment or two here, take some nice deep breaths. Try to reach through your fingertips, making your arms long, reaching out of your shoulders. Okay, let's typewriter our fingers all the way over to the left, stretching the right waist. Good. Typewriter your fingers all the way over to the right, opening your left waist. Take some nice deep breaths into that rib cage on the left side. Good, and come back to center. We're going to tuck the toes. Hands are going to be on the mat still. We're going to shift our weight forward, bringing our shoulders over our wrists. From here, we're going to allow our hips to go towards the mat, pressing the floor away with our arms going for a little bit of spinal extension here. Good. And then bringing the hips back. Shifting forward, allowing the spine to extend, making sure that we're keeping those shoulders away from our ears. We're driving down, engaging our back. And then shifting back. If that's a little too intense of a stretch, when you come to here, you're going to lower and go onto forearms. Okay? And then press back. Nice. I'll show that version one more time. Transition forward, lower, shift forward. Nice. One or two more. Good. This time, we're going to tuck the toes, lift the knees, Shift the weight forward, and then we're going to bring the right foot to the outside of the right hand, twist into that front leg. Good. Both hands back down to the floor. Right foot back. Shift your weight back. Good. Pull your weight forward. Left foot outside of left hand. Twist. Hand back down. You can see where this is going. Shift the weight back. Pull forward. Right foot. Twist. Make sure to breathe as you do this. Good. 2 more times. 1 on each side. Good. This time, let's shift back for a downward facing dog. Take a moment here to pedal your feet out, get a nice stretch in the back of the calf. Really lift your hips up into the air. What I find helps me is I bend my knees first, then lift the hips up, and then try to straighten the legs. So lift, try to tilt that pelvis up, and then lift. Good. Bring your knees to the floor. For a tabletop position, take your left arm, thread underneath your right. Right arm over top. Good. Switch. Good. Switch. 1 more time on each side. Good. And release. Let's come down onto a sitting position. Take a sip of water if you want. We're going to stretch our hamstrings here to finish. Left leg out in front, right foot tucked in, foot inside the thigh. Can be nice to put a block underneath that leg there, or a block here underneath your hips if you really want to get comfy. Okay. You can try that out. Another thing to try, since we've been working on our hip mobility, is instead of having the right foot tucked in to our leg, you're going to rotate it behind, think that 90-90 position right here, and then you straighten the front leg. Okay, and then we lean forward. So give either one a shot. If you want a little added stretch, you're going to take right hand on the left foot or outside of left thigh, and you're going to twist in towards the front leg. Good, and release. Switch sides. Right leg forward, left foot tucked in, or if you want, you can try it behind. Good, and then leaning forward. Kind of feeling that little added stretch. Opposite hand on foot, outside of lower leg or even just the thigh. And then twist in towards that front leg. Good, and release. That'll be the class for this morning. That was kind of almost a more yoga and mobility focused class. I'll be here on Wednesday. Hope to see everyone there. Thank you again for joining.